What's up, everybody? This is Kyle Ricker back at you another review. Excuse me. And today we'll be taking a look at the AEW Unmatched Series 7 Penta El Zero Miedo and Rey Fenix, the Lucha Brothers. Yes, I am like so freaking hyped for these. Series 7 is finally starting to hit retail. And if you saw my last toy hunt, that's when I found Series 7. Right below the camera, there was these two in my cart pretty much. And I almost had... I freaked out when I saw these two, because as you guys know, I love the Lucha Brothers. I'm glad we're getting more figures of them. This is, I think, the 4th set we got of them. Yeah, first one was Unrivaled 2, second was Unrivaled 6, third was Supreme Series 3, and now Unmatched 7. And these look gorgeous. And also another part, I love the outfits they both come in. And finally, I'm going to have the tag team titles in my collection. They look great. I cannot wait to crack these open. But first things first, start with the packaging. Of course, we got, AEW at the top there. Of course, their names, Penta El Zero M, Rey Fenix. Penta is number 55, Series 7. Rey Fenix is number 54. Of course, same thing on the side there. And I might as well switch the order around for the letter. See, Rey Fenix is an N, and Penta is a... Is that an O or a D? It's a D. Yeah, it looks like a D to me. They're pretty cool. I'll switch them back around real quick. And then the back pictures of both guys. Penta is from Rampage, October 8th, 2021 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And Rey Fenix is from Dynamite, January 5th, 2022 in Newark, New Jersey. Which it surprised me that they're different outfits, because usually when they do Lucha Brothers figures, they match. They're wearing the same outfits. So that's weird that they're two different outfits, especially when they're in the same series. And then down below the other figures in the set, we got Thunder Rosa. Of course, the Lucha Brothers. We got Hook, Pac, and LJN CM Punk. Now, if you saw my toy hunt, you saw I found not just these two, but I found Thunder Rosa and CM Punk. The only ones I could not find was Hook and Pac. Thunder Rosa, I'm a little mixed on her outfit, but maybe I'll get her, we'll see. Hook, absolutely, as soon as I can find him. Pac, definitely, because that's a much better figure than his previous figure. I'm so glad we got a good Pac figure. And plus, I want to have Death Triangle. LJ and CM Punk, once again, very split. It's kind of a crappy figure, but I do have a soft spot for LJN style figures, so maybe I'll buy it just for the heck of it. But I don't know, we'll see. But definitely for certain, I'm going to pick up Hook and Pac, so stay tuned for reviews of those. And then stay tuned for possible reviews of Thunder Rosa and CM Punk. That's it for the packaging. So let's open up the Lucha Brothers and see what we have. We'll be right back. So here's Penta and Rey out of their packaging, and freaking awesome figures. These might be the best Lucha Brothers figures we've gotten so far, outside of the Supreme Collection. Freaking awesome figures. I mean, these are gorgeous. Anyways, let's get right into it. First up, their accessories. We'll start with Penta. He comes with 2 pairs of hands. Has the standard gripping hand and 1 fist. The gripping one is to match, obviously, the red one he has on his left hand. And of course, he's got the Cero Miedo hand sign. I'm glad they didn't make the same mistake they did with Unrivaled 6, where they gave us 2 of the same fist. So if you remember from Series 6, he already had this one on, but then he also came with an extra left fist, so it was the same hand. And then he comes with the AEW Tag Team title. They both do. I'm glad to finally have these belts in my collection, because I passed on every figure that came with these. Like every Unrivaled and Unmatched figure that came with these. I'm a little mixed on the 2-packs on Amazon, so I haven't gotten any of those. I might pick up Young Bucks and Jurassic Express at some point. But I passed on FTR and SCU when they came with the belts. So I'm glad to finally have a set at retail that came with these. So here they are. They're gorgeous. Probably one of my favorite tag team title designs, period. Like, they look fantastic. Now into Penta himself, and he looks awesome. Starting off with the head sculpt. It's the same head sculpt we've seen before from Unrivaled Series 2 with the tongue sticking out. And it's a great head sculpt, and I know he does stick out his tongue a lot, but to me it looks a little silly. So I kind of prefer the more angry head sculpt we got on Series 6. Yeah, he's more serious. And unfortunately, we're getting the tongue sticking out head sculpt on his next figure, which I think is Unmatched Series 8 or 9, when it was his other character. I think it was Penta El Scoto or something like that. So that's going to be a cool figure, but I'm a little meh on the head sculpt with the tongue sticking out. But like I said, it looks like him, it just looks a little silly to me. But of course, the traditional Penta stuff, we got the skull face paint there on his jaw. Of course, got the star up there on the headband. Got the dragon symbols on the side there, which look really nice with the red and black and silver. And then moving down, traditional Penta designs on the front. On the back has the O, as well as the Cierro Miedo hand sign, which is very cool. And the tattoos, these might be the best looking tattoos we've gotten on any of the Unrivaled / Unmatched Penta figures. The Unrivaled 2 was a little bit faded. Unrivaled 6, they were not faded, but they were, I mean, kind of faded. Whereas this one, the color is a little bit more darker, and you can see it better. I mean, on Unrivaled 2, it was blurry. On Unrivaled 6, it's not blurry, but it's kind of faded a little bit. Here, it's more darker, which I like that, so you can see him better. I don't know, maybe he got him recolored or something like that when this happened. But nice. Of course, got the on his knuckles, he's got Cierro and then Miedo. But of course, he's got the glove on, so you can't see it. But if I bring out the fist, yeah, it does have Miedo on it. And there's tattoos on his other arm. And it does have Cierro on his wristband. Very cool. And then the traditional waistband, I guess loincloth or whatever. The red, black, and white. And then designs down his legs. And of course it does continue on the back there. And the kick pads and boots, looks like it has like a dragon symbol on the side there, which is very cool. And these knee pads feel softer than Series 6. Yep. Yeah, they're not as hard rubber. I mean, there's still rubber like Series 6 was, but this one's a little bit more softer rubber, so good that it's not going to hinder the posability that much. Alright, so there is Penta. Now on to his tag partner, Fenix. And once again, he comes with 2 pairs of hands as well. And we got the standard grips. And then he's got his hand signs. And once again, I'm glad they didn't make the same mistake that Series 6 had, and that was we had 2 of this hand, the exact same hand, 2 of this hand, which is ridiculous. And just like Penta, he comes with the tag team title. Nothing different. Exactly the same. But then he also comes with this soft goods silver jacket, which is very, very cool. And I like the material it's made of. And it does have the hood, so if you want, you can put the hood up. Which I agree with Kyle Peterson. It kind of reminds you of Rey Mysterio from his WCW days. Because Rey Mysterio used to wear a jacket like that. If I can get it off. Oh, it's a little stuck on his hand. There we go. We kind of flip the jacket inside out a little bit. Oh, I'll fix it later. There's Fenix ready for action. And once again, much like Penta, the same head sculpt we got from Series 2. So they're going back to the Series 2 head sculpts. Now, on the other hand, I actually prefer this head sculpt for Fenix because he's always smiling and he's always a happy-go-lucky guy. Whereas on Series 6, it had the more... it was a smile, but it was more muted. So I kind of prefer the Series 2 head sculpt where his mouth is open and smiling and everything. And once again, same thing as Penta, where the tattoos are painted a lot better. On this one, once again, on Unrivaled 2, they were kind of blurry. Series 6, they were better, but a little bit faded. Whereas here, they're a little bit more darker and colored in, so you can see them better. And I don't think he's gotten any new tattoos since then. But anyways, they look great. Of course, the mask looks right with the white, black, and gold designs all over it. Very cool. This might be one of my favorite masks that Rey Fenix has worn. Then moving down to his pants, and I love this gear. This is a sick gear with white, black, and gold. Very cool. I'm a little worried about the gold fading over time. But anyways, I mean, look at that. That looks sick. And then standard boots he has there. Looks like a little wing design there. Nice and molded. And I'm curious if there's going to be a variant of this. Because with Series 6, there was a variant of this. Where there's one version of Series 6 that did not have the gold outline on the boot. Like on the foot. And then there's a version that didn't. Mine did not. But there is a version that does have the gold outline on the foot. So that's a little bit weird. So I'm glad I got this one. And also, one thing that's definitely improved over my last Rey Fenix figure is the joints. They're not loose like Series 6 was. If you saw my review of Unrivaled Series 6 Lucha Bros, that Rey Fenix was a pain in the butt to stand up because his joints were so loose and so flimsy. Here, they're nice and tight. I mean, they're not too tight to where you can't move them, but they're nice and tight to where you can still move them, but it does keep his pose, and he's able to stand just fine. So thank you, Jazzwares, for improving on that. Articulation is the same on both, so I'm only going to do Rey Fenix. Now for Penta, it is limited somewhat by his loincloth and the bigger torso, but other than that, it's still the same articulation. Head rotates to 360, has the hinge of the neck there, so it can go up and down. Arms rotate 360, in and out with the retching joint. Bicep, double jointed elbow, rotate at the wrist and then hinge at the wrist. Of course, the upper torso, swivel at the waist, legs forward and back, in and out, rotate the thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the boot, hinge at the ankle, and the ankle pivot. Now I'm going to try with Penta for a second just to see his articulation, because I know from Series 6 his posability was a little bit different. The torso is a little bit better. Waist is better too. Now let's try the hips here. Yep, hips are much better too. And the knees, perfect. So it's a softer rubber on the knee pads this time. Whereas Series 6, they're a little bit harder. So his posability was a little bit limited. And just for fun, a little comparison here. Move the accessories out to the side. Here they are with their Series 6 counterparts from Unrivaled Series 6. Here's Penta. And here's Rey Fenix. I'm gonna have to say, even though I love these gold and black outfits from Series 6, these new ones, they blow them out of the water. I do wish they were a matching attire, but they're still fantastic. Like, I can't wait to update my display with these two. So anyways, quick final thoughts. Overall, these figures are fantastic. These might be the best Lucha Bros figures we've gotten so far from AEW, outside of the Supreme Collection. But these are awesome. My only real complaint with them is like, I wish they matched. They had the same matching attire, because every Lucha Brothers figure we've gotten so far, not just from AEW, but also Boss Fight, they're wearing the same gear. Like it's from the same show. Even if they don't match, they're from the same show. Here they're from different shows. Penta's from Rampage, and Rey is from Dynamite. So really, aside from that, these are great figures. I love both gears. Like I said, I wish they matched, though. I'm glad they improved on the articulation and the loose joints, especially on Rey. So glad to finally have the AEW Tag Team titles. So like I said, these might be my favorite ones we've gotten so far. Like I said, fantastic figures. If you can get them online for a good price, or if you can find them in the store, Unmatched Series 7 is starting to hit retail, so if you can find them, or if you can't get them online for a good price, these are definitely must-have figures. Even if you have every Lucha Brothers figure so far, these are must-haves for your collection, period. Pick them up if you can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out my AEW figure reviews playlist to check out every AEW review I've done up to this point. And also check out my review of the Unrivaled Series 6 Lucha Bros if you haven't seen it already. Stay tuned for reviews of Hook, Pac, and possibly Thunder Rosa and CM Punk from the series. And also make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss a single review. And stay tuned for more reviews of not just AEW action figures, but WWE action figures, Legends of Lucha Libre, possibly the New Japan figures from Super 7, toy hunts, stop motions, and more. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, subscribe. And until next time, remember, you can't touch my dream and you can't touch my soul. I'm out. Take care, guys. Bye.